The Los Angeles Lakers versus the Los Angeles Clippers, ring night. Emotions are high. I want to say, out of all the ring nights I've seen, I would say maybe the team that wins their ring wins the game like 30% of the time. So it's really not highly likely that they'll win the game. Here's another thing which is very interesting. Opening night last year, the Clippers beat the Lakers, and this was the same kind of rhetoric and narrative that was being pushed. The Clippers are for real. The Clippers are this. The Clippers are that. And just like last year's playoffs, last night we saw the Clippers had a big lead, and it all got depleted, and that was horrible. That was showing that the Clippers haven't learned their lesson. That showed that the Clippers aren't serious. And I gotta tell you this, ladies and gentlemen. Look, I'm worried about Kawhi. He went 10 for 26. He had 26 points. It took him 26 shots to get 26 points. I feel like either the injury is real or there's something in his mind mentally regarding himself, because I didn't see the Lakers playing that high level of a defense. And to me, what I'm starting to see, especially if they're going to say that they're going to scrap load management, guys, Kawhi is going to break down very early in the season. I know it's the first game, but we're just going off of, projections. And if we're projecting from the first game, he kind of is tapped out and everything like that. This is not going to bode well. Even if you're looking at Paul George, people saying Paul George poured at 33. He went to playoff P when he threw the ball out of bounds. So these are small little things that we really have to really gauge, because these are habits that the Clippers picked up from last season, and it's still there. Kawhi Leonard kind of running out of gas. Still there, game one, opening night. Paul George turning into a pumpkin after midnight. It's turned into it. He's throwing the ball out of bounds. I know he had 33, but them little small plays, the mental errors, the lack of concentration, high leverage moments, that's what's gonna dictate and dictate a winner in the game. And for him to be having these little lapses already, not even 10 games into the season, only 1 game into the season, is very scary. Now for the Lakers, emotions are high, ring night and things like that. But I'll say this. They really need to work on getting a shooter, knockdown shooter, because they lost Danny Green. They shot 31% from the three, and teams are going to continue to plug the paint. And I know Frank Vogel's motto is we'll keep shooting because we're going to be wide open. So it's going to be a higher percentage shot, because a wide open three versus a contested three is way different. So eventually our guys are going to knock them down, but the Lakers need to get more consistent three-point shooting. But other than that, it's game one. They didn't take it seriously. They got their rings. Emotions are high. That's what I chalk it up to. Hoops Junction, where Hoops meets Hoopla. Like, comment, subscribe.